I'm using two sets of goggles because I don't have 12s. I've got a 5 and I've got a 10, which makes 15. And when I look at the sun, it looks a little dark, but I can see it. So I'm just going to get a rag and clean these up while we're waiting for the eclipse. So I want to see the eclipse, although we only get about 80% here. But I need my glasses on, and it makes it kind of complicated. So I'm going to go first with these, then with these, and then over top these. I will be very careful. So I'll turn you back on in a bit. Okay, I'm sitting here in my lounger so I don't have to look up so much. And right now the sun looks like it's a Pac-Man with that little chunk out of the... We are about 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in. So it's still pretty darn bright out here, eh? So I don't know if I can get you a shot or not. Let's just have a look. Okay, we're about a half hour into the eclipse, and I've taken the lenses out of my other glasses and I taped them. I taped them to the front of my portable welding glasses, and now I've got a 15 without having to fool around. Now it's a little bit safer. I don't have to worry about glancing at the sun through just the 10s. So I got the 10 and I got the 5s. So 15 works very well. And we're losing quite a bit of our day. It looks really sunny here, but we're losing quite a bit of our daylight, eh? We'll come back in 20 minutes when it should be at 80% of totality. It sounds ominous. 80% of totality. See you in a bit, guys. Here I am all by myself looking at the eclipse. But my daughter's a astronomical person, and she phoned, and you can see the light is fading, even though the cameras adjust for the fading light. And my wife's at work, and I phoned her and there's no answer, so hopefully she's up on the roof there. And my dad, he's a Carl Sagan fan, so he'll be out watching this. So yes, it's pretty cool. What amazes me is the scientists have got this all figured out down to the second, years in advance. So they must have good math skills or good computers or something, or both. Pretty cool. See you later. See you later. I'll come back during 80% of totality. So there was no wind 10 minutes ago, and it's cooled off. There's my little looking station. Okay, here we are at 80%, and it's still bright, but it's a weird light, and it's just so quiet because the whole city must be watching this, because I can hardly hear any cars. Or you guys know when I've got my video camera on, it's like honking and lawnmowers and motorcycles and sirens, and it's just almost dead quiet, which is pretty cool. And I just wished I could get a shot of it, but with the autofocus on the camera, and then I turn it to off of autofocus, and of course all you get is a big white blob in the sky. But anyway, I'm having fun. It's pretty darn cool. Got my super nerd glasses on. So from my point of view, you've got the moon and the sun is behind it, and you just see a little bit of it. It's off about like that. So you see the 20% of the sun we're seeing is right on the left side of the moon. I'm going to try and get some more pictures of it. I know. Alright, you can see now we're building a little bit more contrast back into it. It's 20 minutes after 80% totality. What a crazy way to describe that, eh? And now the moon is on the bottom part of the sun, so the crescent is shaped like this. Did you guys see that? I feel like such a nerd. It's wonderful. We do a video of the eclipse and 99% of it is me looking at the eclipse. So right now we're about 10% left. There's just a tiny little nub on the bottom of the sun, which would be the top of the moon, that we can see. Pretty neat. So anyway, thank you for watching this one, guys. You can see how much more bright the sun is now. Couldn't have been better for me, except 100% totality, but I would have had to have gone a couple thousand kilometers south. Bye.